Well, guys, it's official. Type Soul is finally dying. Now, Type Soul has been on a downward decline for quite a while now, but we're actually at a state where the game is averaging 10 to 15k players during weekdays, which is genuinely an all-time low. Now, most of you guys can argue that this is because school started and the game hasn't produced updates. It doesn't matter. Type Soul updates are exactly the same thing every single time. Pointless new weapons that they threw together in the space of 2 seconds with broken criticals that they end up nerfing to the ground a couple of days later. A pointless new mode, Swift, Shikai, or Partial that's obscenely broken and then nerfed to the ground, or they add something to the game, lie that it's in the game, make people grind for it just for it to never actually be in the game, and the only people you see with it are either content creators, mods, or devs. Again, just straight trash. Now you can argue and say, Revolver, you've been hating on Type Soul since the re-release. You want this game to bad, you want this game to die, you're just a hater, blase blase blase. And to that I would say yes, a little bit, but I actually kind of banked on Type Soul being a little bit different. Again, from the Hellverse trailer, I already told you guys. See, a lot of people were saying I was hating in that in that video. You guys said I was hating, I was being unoptimistic, I'm a bad person, and blase blase. From the trailer, you could genuinely tell a lot of things were thrown together last minute, and it was just low quality overall. Compare Type Soul's Hell trailer to a lot of the trailers, showcases, teasers that we've seen from other games this year. Even if those games haven't come out yet, just compare it. And the difference between those games and Type Soul is Type Soul actually had over 8 months to work on the Hellverse. The Hellverse was started its development phase way before Type Soul's closure. Type Soul closed, went down, nobody was able to play it for 8 months. Before that even happened, the developers were working on the Hellverse update. we are literally completely aware of this. There was developers streaming the creation of the Hellverse map, etc. Hellverse has been in creation. There's a lot of mobs and things that they sneaked from years ago, from months ago, that haven't even or were never even added to the Hellverse. So we know the Hellverse had time to be updated, to be created of a high standard, etc. And it came out and it was genuinely this garbage thrown together. I cannot lie, bro. It was garbage thrown together. And the player base is starting to see this. At the start, people were, hey, Type Soul's finally back, blah, blah, blah. You saw how excited the community was to finally have a game to play. And I was too. As bad as the trailer was, I was genuinely excited to actually have a game to play. A lot of you guys were in that first Type Soul stream of release. I was a bit excited. You could tell. I was a bit excited. I'm not gonna lie, Type Soul is a terrible game, but I'm excited to finally be playing it again. Who wouldn't be? 2024, lol. 2025 has been a year of just nothing. We've literally had nothing this year. So of course, everybody was excited to play. Just for it to just do exactly what I thought it was gonna do, under-deliver to a massive extent. And Central had the audacity to call Type Soul's re-release a success. It's barely even been 3 months. I don't even think it's been 2 months. This isn't a success story. Now, I've actually heard from some inside sources, from some developers that previously worked, from developers that have access to developers that are previously working. I can't be too specific, but I have some inside sources that this Type Soul re-release generated less revenue than the previous Type Soul re-release. And the previous Type Soul re-release would have been the Battle Royale Halloween up stuff, right? Where it closed down for 3-4 weeks. So the Hellverse update generated less revenue than the last update, the last re-release up. Now, within a certain time period, I don't know if this time period was assessed within a week, 2 weeks, or a month. I don't know the time period that they took that they said the revenue generation was lower, but they said it was. Now, if this is true, this is all because I'm going off of developers now. And these are trusted developers that don't lie, that have their inside sources, that are the sources. But let's just say, speculation, rumored too. Let's just say this is real. Now, I do want to say, even if this is the case, case, that doesn't mean Type Soul Hell Update didn't generate the developers millions of US dollars. Let's just throw that one out there. It doesn't mean they didn't generate a bunch of money. Trust me, Cetro's in his bed eating a 5-star tomahawk steak. You know what I mean? Like they're still laughing to the bank, right? But with these figures, right, if it was true, that would mean this update was genuinely, on paper, not even public opinion, on paper, that would mean this update was worse than the Battle Royale update. And how is that even possible? Because the Battle Royale update, the Halloween update, was terrible. And if this is true, this kind of adds to the reason why I probably think they kind of how do I say this without saying, let's just say, about lying about Almighty. It makes sense that they lied about Almighty, changing requirements on the down low and lying that it's in game but it really wasn't in game, making people, because in order to get Almighty, you genuinely, unless you have a bunch of codes, and even if you do have a bunch of codes, you're still gonna need to spend a little bit of money, right? It would make sense that they lied and kind of gatekept the whole Almighty stuff to a certain extent, because in order to actually get everything you need to spend money on rerolls, bro. You need to spend money on rerolls. So, bro, I don't know. I just think it's scumbaggy, and I'm finally happy to see that Type Soul is genuinely going down. Again, call me a hater. It's so good to see it. There's really no point of playing Type Soul, and I know there's gonna be people in the comment section saying stuff like, "Oh, Revolveragz is mad that he's losing in ranked arena." Who wants to play ranked arena? That's literally the reason why people are quitting. You can oh, Revolveragz is upset he's losing in ranked arena. The game has lost like 60 to 70% of its player base in less than 3 months because of how bad the game is. You can't sit here and defend Type Soul anymore. You literally cannot defend Type Soul anymore. I don't care if you think I don't care if you're the best player in the world, a Type Soul, or the worst player in the world. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. The game has lost 60 to 70% of its player base in a time frame of 3 months. I'm not even 100% sure how long it's been since this update has come out. I kind of want to check. Let me check whilst I'm yapping here, because I don't want to edit this video. I will not edit this video. I refuse to edit this video. Chat, it hasn't even been 2 months. It hasn't even been 2 months. No, it hasn't been 2 months, bro. It hasn't been a full 2 months. It's been like a month and a half. It's been a month and a half, bro. The update came out the 31st of July. 2 months would be around the 30th of September. It's been just over a month. Oh my days, it hasn't even been 2 months. It's literally only been like a month and a half. Type Soul has lost 60 to 70% of its player base in less than a month. Do you know how crazy that is? This is not, Cetro, this is not a success. You should genuinely be ashamed of yourself. Type Soul hasn't even lasted 3 months. What do you think is gonna happen in the end of October mark if we do get a game? Honestly, I don't. This confirms it. Type Soul didn't even need a game to come out to kill it. If people are choosing to not play Type Soul over playing Type Soul and there's nothing to play on the platform, that literally shows you how bad this game is. Because a lot of people would rather play this because there is nothing to play than play nothing. But now people are opting out from playing this and going back to doing nothing, or just playing different games off the Roblox platform. So what's gonna happen to Type Soul when a game, a good game, a genuine game, actually comes out to the public? The game's gonna hit 1,000 players again, and they're gonna close it for another maintenance. Type Soul will 100% before the end of this year close down for another maintenance. It 100% will, and it's gonna come back again, and it's gonna probably have 50 to 70,000 players, if even that. I don't know who's genuinely gonna give Type Soul another chance. In my opinion, this was Type Soul's last straw. If you couldn't get the Hellverse update right, the update that's been hyped for years. I'm pretty sure it's been 2 years since the hype, since Cetro started hyping the Hell update, just for it to deliver nothing. I don't think Type Soul will recover. Even if they close the game down and come back with, if you couldn't get the Hell update right, what are you gonna do with it? It's almost been 2 months and Fullbringers still have no purpose. There's no content expansion or content update that revolves around Fullbringers. There's almost literally no point of having Fullbringers in the game. Again, it just shows the incompetency in the development team. How do you bring in another race to the game and form no content around them? The game should be focused. If anything, let's say Fullbringers didn't have that much content during release. The following updates after that, apart from bug fixes, should be centered around giving Fullbringers new content. Nope. Listen. If you guys genuinely want a good game on the Roblox platform, fund me 7 to 8 figures. Give me a 7 to 8 figure funding. I'm so serious. Nothing less. I will not work with developers on this platform for nothing less. Give me a 7, and I would need to hire the best developers. I'm talking about I need to hire a Tam, TB Glitch, all of them. I'm talking about I'm trying to work with the best developers on this platform. Listen, give me a 7 to 8 figure funding. And honestly, you may hate me. You may think I'm the worst YouTuber in the world. You may think, oh, Revolveragz sucks. His opinions are terrible. Revolveragz is a bot. I hope Revolveragz perishes in the ditch. Like, I don't care what you think. I promise you, give me 7 to 8 figures, anywhere between 2 million to 10 million US dollars worth of funding, and I can 1,000,000% produce the best Roblox anime game on this platform. I'm not even joking. I can produce the best Roblox anime game on this platform. Let's up that to 12 mil. Let's up that to 12 mil. I can make the best Roblox game on this platform within a 3 to 5 year time span. And y'all know I don't play when it comes to, I'm not gonna disappear for a year, no show, no sneaks. It's not gonna be that thing. But best believe I'm just the same way y'all paid 250 for tester. I'm gonna charge y'all 100. I'm gonna charge y'all a month. On my soul I will. Because y'all let niggas get away with murder. I'm gonna be a murderer too. Give me 8 figures worth of funding. I'm not even joking. So you guys probably laughing at this. Oh, who's gonna give Revolveragz money? Yeah. Bro, I know some developers behind the scene working on some heat. If I was to give them, I'll give you not only a percentage, but this upfront payment, blah, blah, blah. I promise you they'll stop working on their projects and slide to my game. And I'm talking about I'm hiring the best of the best developers on this platform. You know what I'm saying? I'm hiring the best of the best developers on this platform. Listen, shout out to my small time devs, but you know what I'm saying? Hiring the best of the best developers, and I'm making the best Roblox anime Sword Art Online. I'm gonna say it. Sword Art Online game you've ever seen. First season, first arc, Ironclad, no BS, no stupid flying fairies, no guns, no. If there's anything off anime, it would be like weapons, and that'll probably be 2-3 years into the game's life cycle. We're sticking, you know what I'm saying? We're staying true to the core. It's gonna be, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We're going in on it. You know what I'm saying? If there's any rich people watching this right now, if there's any trust fund kids, if there's any inheritant kids, if there's any I'm talking about real rich guys, where it's like, okay, you can drop 10 mil and not bat an eye. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple people on the Roblox community like that. They just don't make their presence known. I know there's some people like that. Listen, shoot me a DM. Let's make a little contract joint. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a real contract. Send that my way. We'll set up the wire transfer straight to the bank account. No PayPal, nothing. Straight to the bank account. You know what I'm saying? And let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. Yeah, man. That's honestly all I have for this video. Type Soul's dying. Type Soul's done with. We don't need to get into we already know people are tired of it. You can see it in the numbers. Right now it's got 12k. Yesterday it had 14k. People are opting out, and that's beautiful to see. If no one takes what I just said seriously about the games, about the 8-figure funding, that's whatever. I don't have to work on a game on this platform. I would rather play video games than make them. So I don't really care. I really don't. And yeah, that's it from me. I know you guys aren't seeing me upload as much as I usually upload. I haven't been this slow putting out videos on this YouTube channel ever. I'm talking about since 2020. I haven't had a slow upload time period. Like, this is the slowest month I've ever had in my YouTube career. To those of y'all, just waiting for streams and waiting for videos, I apologize. Genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I apologize. I do have content ideas. I have a whole I have a whole note sheet full of content. I can't lie to you. But there's no point putting out content when Roblox isn't offering anything. I don't feel like I need to overexert myself editing videos for hours on end, and you know what I mean. If there's nothing to show for it at the end of the day. Argue that I can play different games on Roblox. You guys don't tune into other games on Roblox. Why am I making videos and stuff y'all aren't gonna watch? That don't make no sense. I do have a small niche of loyal, real AGZ gang Silver Moon members. I do have a small niche of y'all. I appreciate and love you guys. And the small niche are the ones that have made it this far into the video. I appreciate and love you guys, genuinely. I know I don't say it enough. I know I probably don't act like it enough. I'm pretty how do I say it? I'm a reserved person. I'm not that. I don't like socializing with people I don't know personally. I don't like opening up about feelings, emotions, and things like that. So it's hard for me to say I love you guys, you know. But I do love you guys. I could say that with my chest, you know. I love and appreciate you guys. I wouldn't be here without y'all. We made it so far in our career because of y'all, niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty crazy. I even got a job offer for a lot of money recently. That I'm contemplating, because the pay is nothing for when RLCs hits, you know what I mean? So I was like, why would I throw away YouTube, something I've wanted to do since I was a squeaker, for a good job? That sounds crazy to say out loud. Yeah, man. So here's what it is. Hopefully we'll be back soon. Hopefully I'll be back soon. Genuinely, it's pretty depressing because when I'm not grinding, I feel useless. I feel useless. I do have other stuff going on in the background, but still, I need something. I need a purpose when I wake up. And I always felt like YouTube was that. And obviously, when YouTube when we ain't grinding, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing too much going on. It's a bit depressing. It is what it is. But yeah, that's it from me, man. Let me not talk too much on personals. It gets a bit cringe. Obviously, you guys, hopefully next week we should have some information on some stuff coming out. So next week should be jam-packed. Next weekend I'm not here though. It's my mother's birthday. Shout out to Mama AGZ. And then the week after that, I won't be here either. So honestly, all these games that are meant to be Nephros, when the fuck, where's the playtest? Can we get some info on that? Like, actually, I'm starting to lose hope with everything. Roblox developers are just kind of upsetting, bro. Y'all will do something super impressive and then disappear for months. Oh man, I'm gonna stop waffling. I love y'all boys and ladies. I'm gonna see you guys real soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed, man. I wanted to get as much content out this week as possible before I'm like literally not around the following weeks after that. But it looks like that's gonna be too much to ask for any Roblox developers to put out meaningful content to the public. And yeah, I love you guys, man. Seriously, I love you guys so much. I've been inactive with Discord. I'm not trying to read messages. I can't lie. I'm not trying to really respond to anyone. My whole mood for everything social media, Discord, YouTube has diminished because of this drought. So right now we're just waiting patiently because it's the only thing we can do. Complaining isn't gonna get us anywhere. And no, I don't want to play ABA. So yeah, peace out.